Hopetown.
In our last video, we made our way from Spanish Wells to the Avacos, stopped at the iconic lighthouse in Hopetown, crossed the Gulf Stream to Stuart, Florida, and in this video we begin boat projects and maintenance. I'm replacing the seal on the refrigerator and replacing the screws on this side of the hinge. They keep backing out. So what I did was I took the screws out. I drilled them out a little bit. Now I'm going to use a countersink drill bit and widen out the opening a little bit. Put epoxy and fiberglass in it. Let it set up, and hopefully that'll do the trick. Now I'm just opening up the hole just a touch. I hope it's fine. So I've got the epoxy in. Now I'm just letting it dry for about an hour. Then hopefully I can screw in the screws there in the hinge. I've got one there just to hold it in place. I got the hinge on the refrigerator door back on. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Only time will tell. Now what I'm doing is taking the old seal off. It's been a few days since we did the refrigerator, and it seems to be holding together really well. Filling the stripped out screw holes with epoxy worked out really good. It's holding solid. Today's project is to replace the shower controls in the shower. Shower controls in the shower. Makes sense, right? So these things, the top one is cold water and it just spins out of control. So I got a new shower controls, and it should be a pretty simple job of just remove and replace if everything matches up well, and it should. I kind of measured it. While I'm doing the shower controls, Nancy's got her own project. I'm not real sure what it is. Why don't you tell us what you're doing?
I'm not sure what it is either. I got these hooks, and with the intention to find a good spot to hang our lines when they're not in use, to get them
hang our jib sheets and
the jib sheet,
roller furler,
the main halyard, the jib furler, and the topping left, which just the lines all just sit here.
So just try and organize them.
Trying to find a spot for them.
So today is engine maintenance day. I don't know if you can see that, but I got to get this engine and the one on the other side out of the engine well and up into the cockpit. I'll do that with this engine harness here. Put the engine harness on, and using a block and tackle, I rigged this line across the hard Dodger top, and the idea is to hoist this engine out of the well and into the cockpit so I can work on it. I just need to change the oil in the crankcase and the lower unit oil, as well as replace fuel filter and spark plugs. So that's the idea. So I got all the cables disconnected. The shifter, the throttle, electronics. Now I need to put the cowling back on. That's this thing there. And then connect the harness and pull it out of there. Easier said than done. The motor came out.
Really?
Took about, what, hour and a half?
Yep.
Hour and a half to get it out. Now I just have to change the oil, plugs, filters, fuel filter that is, and get it back in.
Right, so tell me where we are in the process.
We're putting the motor back in. Easier said than done. I've said that before. And yes, it is easier said than done. I got the plugs changed, the fuel filter changed, the oil in the lower unit, the upper unit, the crankcase. What else we do? And now we got to lower it back
Spark
in.
plugs, yeah.
Lower it back in, attach it all up, put the cables back on, and see if it runs.
All right, so what do we got here?
Well, we got an engine that runs. We took the engine out, we did all the service, the spark plugs, everything.
And hooked it all up, and it's running.
And it runs.
So what's today's project? You're there on your knees
Shit.
on the board.
Yeah, what's the
What's-
temperature?
It's 90.
It feels like 103.
Yeah, that's about it.
Well, our portable air conditioner that's down in the hall only cools that one area.
You're
How
good.
are you? So we've got a bunch of fans. So what we did today is we went to Home Depot using Lyft to get back there and back. And we bought some of this insulation board and an air conditioner. So now we are putting it in the hatch.
All right. So it's going in this hatch. We have to create this box around it. And that's where we're at the moment. So what are you working on today?
Connecting or finding running a wire to this 12 volt fan that will act as ventilation for the composting head. We're mounting it about 6 feet away from the head, and I needed power. So what I did was I took an orphaned wire that was connected to the Wi-Fi booster, which is no longer needed, and cut off a length of it and wired it up. That's all I did.
The first step to the composting head install. So today is the day that we've decided we're going to install our airhead composting toilet. So we're just getting prepped here right now. First step will be to take out our Jabsco manual pump marine head, and that'll be first step.
Well, step one out of many, the old toilet is out. Just have to remove some miscellaneous pieces and then fit. We need to extend this platform, sorry for my toe, out a little bit. So I've got a piece of material that we'll have to cut to shape. Now comes time to build the platform to mount the composting head on. This thing here is gonna drop down and it's gonna bolt to the boat, and that'll be the mounting platform for the toilet, for the composting toilet.
Part of this project is trying to pull the vent hose through the bathroom,
bulkhead.
through the bulk, right,
Bulkhead.
through the head. So another part of this project is that this toilet needs to be properly vented. So Kent's down here in this locker to install the fan.
It's a 12 volt electric fan. It's like a little computer fan. Had to wire up power to it. It's all ready to go. Now I just mount this housing to the bulkhead here, and that'll account for the venting.
And it'll run all the time.
Yeah, it runs all the time.
All right, and we got that gray hose run all the way through, pulled the old output hose, and yeah, so the hard part's done.
So there it is. Job done. Nice new composting head. All vented, secured down. Couldn't tell you how long it took. Maybe about 5 hours. Hardest part was getting the old hose out. But there it is. So what did you do today?
Yeah, it's been well documented. I assisted you in putting in our airhead toilet.
And then we did that. It's all in, it's operational. And rum and coke.
Hi. We've been here in Stuart, Florida for about 6 weeks, and we have accomplished actually quite a bit. We serviced all 3 of the outboard motors, one per day. It's quite a big project. Let's see, we've done some little electrical work. We've repaired and replaced the seal on the refrigerator, the hinges, get that going, so hopefully it won't be such a drain on our batteries. And then the biggest job, I guess, of all was installing a new airhead toilet. And we're in the process of decommissioning our holding tank. So we are no longer going to have those kind of marine odors. We're really happy about that. And I think lastly, we've still been working on detailing the boat, waxing, and we're also polishing all the stainless. So really shaping up. And now we're getting the boat ready to kind of make it through the hurricane season. So we've ordered some new dock lines. Those are coming tomorrow. We'll be installing those and stripping all the sails, really just taking everything off the decks to get her ready to get through some storms. Hopefully that won't come. And looking forward to Oregon. Here we come.